Okay, there we go. I wanted to do this really quickly, and ever since, let's think about it, ever since HCW and MBW died, well, HCW kind of did, MBW was just a fail for the past month. But here are three federations, roleplay federations, besides, maybe three or four. But one of them, yeah, three or four that I think some of them could make a comeback. Some of them are already on the rise and possibly, make a name for themselves. So this is going to be a little shout out video just for the hell of it. The first federation that I have on my mind was made maybe a week or two ago, and it's still in fruition, and it's still kind of still being built, and just the basic stuff's being worked on as now. But I really think once it gets going and once it starts up, it could be really good. So the first one in mind is NGW. Now keep in mind, one of the people were asking me when I sent the link to this forum out I think a week ago. Is this American time? You could depending on again, it really depends on what time zone you're in. If you're gonna make it to the shows or whatever. When this federation does start, the owner Mark is in Canada. Lives in Canada, so Canadian time. So if you're in America, or any country for that matter, look at Canada's time and think 2 hours ahead. For example, like say for the people in America, for example, if a show, for example, started at like maybe 5 o'clock Canada time, that'd be 7 o'clock Eastern time, American. Or again, it depends on really what your time zone, if you're in a different country or whatever. So yeah, I mean, the time zones might be an issue for a few people. I don't think for everyone. Just so yeah. NGW honestly probably will have a good run once it gets all started up and all the everything's sorted out. So because it's still in the developing stages. By the way, all the links to the sites will be on here. The second one, I think they just updated their site too, which is kind of cool. They have a little iPod thingy there. I don't know if they did that or that's a little ad, but anyway. A federation that's already started up a little bit is NCR, National Championship Revolution, and they already have a few shows, and I'm a little hesitant if I should join it or not, just because some of the shows are on Saturdays, Sundays. I mean, because I think one of the main problems, in my opinion, is the show dates, because they're gonna have to figure out what day, and sometimes they don't even go by their little show dates, because it says here one show's on Wednesday and one show's on Saturday. Personally, I don't know why there's a Wednesday show, but I think they did a Friday show and a Sunday show. I don't really remember, because yeah, I think I don't know, they switched them up on me, because it looks like it's a Sunday show and a Wednesday show, which is today. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, it's a good federation if you want to check it out. I mean, again, the first two I just talked about are still in the building stages. They're still, getting ready. One of them's actually starting shows, doing all the other stuff. The other one's still in the building stages, and GW is. But they'll both have a good future. And I kind of clicked on the wrong window there. That was my fault. There's the third one right there. Now, the third one, I did kind of bash them a little bit from time to time. But you got to give the devil its due. WWE Universe has had a great first few shows, and you got to figure out what they're going to do this Friday, because this Friday they're going to have, I bet they're going to have a good show too. That, again, just all the drama and all the crap from not just me, but I mean people. If if you see their form, you'll if you go on their form and get registered and they verify and all that stuff, you'll see most of the drama on there, mostly in the spam section and all that other shit. But to be honest, they had really good first shows, and I didn't really think I'd be doing this, to be honest, but just because the first show had a big response, had a very big, crowd reaction. I mean, it had a better crowd than MBW and HCW combined. Averaged, not, ever, because, like, trust me, MBW and HCW has had big crowds in the past, really big crowds on really big shows. But for a first show, if you have that many people, maybe like, let's say, almost half the arena to the majority of the arena filled on your first show, that's pretty good. Again, I mean, the Sunday shows might be an issue for some people, but in a way, the only main problem is just, if they don't run this one to the ground like they did with MBW. And of course, it's like, no, it's not their fault. Some of them left. That's one of the main reasons MBW failed, if you think about it. Most of them, defected and just jumped ship. And MBW had barely any people left. So, in a way, hopefully, if they don't do this again, we'll probably see a TNA Fed next if this one dies. But honestly, they had a really good first show. And to be honest, the Divas division's actually gotten a little bit better. Because I think it was last Sunday? Yeah, last Sunday, a few days ago, had one of the best Diva matches I've seen in a very long time. And of course, I mean, I don't obviously like one of the people in that was in that match, but you gotta give her credit. Natalie was honestly, I mean, everyone knows me and Natalie's past, not just from the old days, PWF, all that other shit, and HCW and all that other crap. But honestly, just one of the people that haven't buried the hatchet yet. I've been trying to do, but you know what? It's one of those people that you're not gonna get. But at the same time, you gotta respect them. Because if you think about it, besides the fact that she kind of went Queen Bee on her promo after winning the title, other than that, to be honest, she's one of the people that actually deserved a title back in HCW and never got one. She's a person that probably could have got a title shot in MBW, but MBW died. All that shit happened. It's cool. But to be honest, she's one of the only PWF divas besides Renee to win one of these major diva titles in like roleplay. To transition from all the little combo thing when combo's dead, and it's still dead, by the way. Thank God. And just I think about yesterday, the stupid nuking people. Why the hell are you still doing it? But that's besides the point. But honestly, Natalie had, and especially Natalie and Monica, they had an amazing match. Probably one of the best ones I've seen in a while. Again, you don't have to like them. They cause a lot of drama and shit. Not just them, but I mean, honestly, if anything makes Jonah upset about a fucking battle royal, I'm all for it. I don't really care. If he's gonna PMS over not winning the battle royal and not winning the title, his fault. He had a chance to win and he didn't do it. But in all seriousness, congratulations to Natalie and Monica for putting a good match. And Natalie's pimp, Cameron Jordan's going to be very proud. If you don't know what I mean by that, you need to, if you remember the match, honestly, his commentary was very biased. we all know what's going to happen next if you think about it. I don't even have to say it. But yeah, the Third Federation, WWE Universe, they will have a very good future. Hopefully last longer than MBW. That's my personal goal right there. For them to last longer than MBW, which is a month. So they're doing good. They're a few weeks in there. So hopefully they don't combust just like other federations in the past. So yeah. that's really it. And I'll be doing this every once in a while, promoting for federations here and there that once you kind of hear about. And yeah, the links will be in the description. If you want to join it, go for it. If you don't, whatever, it's your choice. And that's it until then.